Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Well, in the last episode, it would seem that Frieren was on her way to destroy Ara the Guillotine, which, funny enough, that's the name of this episode. And also, it seems that Stark and Fern. Stark and Fern are basically just going to be facing off against the underlings. Guillotine, it's a funny word, guillotine. It's French. And the guillotine is one of the most famous forms of execution ever. Literally.
I'm never going to not think about Rusty Cage after watching his series on YouTube and still not knowing 100% whether or not he's actually still alive.
He is.
I'm assuming so, but
he is.
He definitely has committed to like not telling anybody if he is.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe
and everybody forgot about it so quickly and didn't care anymore that like nobody actually ever looked into it. 100%.
Well, and here's what I'll say. Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe he did it just to prove something. And now, here he is.
I mean, to me, it made sense. It was the ending. It was the intended ending to his series.
Yes.
But there's still like just the 1% in the back of my mind that's like, maybe he really did it.
No, that's what he wants.
For those of you who are confused, there's a guy on YouTube named Rusty Cage, or there was. And he used to do like the knife song and stuff like that with like the, Five Finger Fillet. He spent the better part of like the past 2 years building his own guillotine in his backyard. And it was like a psychological horror series with like some strange things going on and creepy voices talking to him the whole time he was doing that.
Yeah.
And then he ended it off with a live stream. And at the end of the live stream, he walked up and told everybody he was going to be chopping a watermelon, but he had the camera turned away from it. And then he dropped it, and then you just hear like a spattering sound and nothing else. And then the live stream turns off after a little while.
And that's
everybody's kind of like, whoa, did he just actually guillotine himself on the live stream?
He guillotined something, and then all of a sudden he basically just like, because how did the live stream turn off?
Well, people were saying you can set it with a timer as to when it ends. So
I guess, but at the same time, it's like I don't have that function, at least on mine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying it's possible.
Maybe it is. You know the strange thing about the guillotine? You know when the last time the French used it was?
It was like recently.
1977.
Yeah, 1970s.
Yeah, the same method of execution as what was used for King Louis and Marie Antoinette. That's insane. I guess no time like the present to go ahead and hop into this.
Also, I saw Alice Cooper live, and he did the whole thing where he makes it look like he guillotines himself. And
yeah.
Pick up his head and like show it to the crowd and everything.
Two classic vaudevillians from like back in like the 20s and 30s went and watched his show, and they literally, like, everyone was shocked by it. And there they were off to the side of the stage, and they were just like, hey, that's good vaudeville. Well, Frieren, episode 9, Ara the Guillotine. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. Huh?
In the comment section, I actually did explain to Nate that I looked it up, and it's funeral Frieren, basically, which has two meanings, like Frieren at the funeral or Frieren who sends you to your funeral. And they just decided to just translate it into what they wanted to, which is kind of lame.
Well, and here's the thing, for the story, well, all that aside, for the story that's being told, it's actually kind of cool because Frieren the Slayer, Frieren who sends you to your funeral, and what we had in the very first episode, Frieren at the funeral for Himmel, the hero.
It irked me a little bit to find out that they changed it so much,
No Japanese publisher is going to be happy with their characters being mistranslated or being changed up.
At the same time, not all of them probably know English well enough to know that that's happening.
But I guarantee you there would be there will be enough people who can speak Japanese who
who would come tell them and be like,
exactly.
they translated your stuff differently than once you wrote it. And
exactly.
They'd be like, really?
I guarantee you that happened. That would happen.
エルフの魔法使いか。
Yep.
だとしたら無礼なことをしてしまったな。
Just so effortless for her.
I thought that was blood coming down for a second though.
I did too. Wait. Oh.
They all have different necklaces on,
and who those dead bodies are as well.
or at least knows their family members.
Yes.
服従の天秤。アウラは天秤に自身と対象の魂を乗せ、魔力の大きさを測りにかける。他方が相手を服従させ操り人形にできる。その体が朽ちてなくなるまで永遠にだ。
Yeah, but about that, I think that Frieren doesn't have anything to worry
built up
about.
enough power over the years that she's about to end up finally flipping the tables on her.
Yeah.
大な魔力を持つアウラにとっては必勝の魔法だ。を上回る魔力の魂が天秤に乗れば、アウラに打ち勝てるだろうさ。
Okay.
だが、そんなことはアウラが七宝剣の座に君臨してから500年。一時的ではあるが抵抗ができた。鋼の意志は鍛え抜かれた英傑ほど持ち合わせている。
私の不死の軍勢は強い。
It's about to not exist anymore. There it is.
かけた魔法が解除されている。こんなことは初めてだわ。強力な解除魔法。魔力の消費も相当なものになるはず。戦った時は派手に吹き飛ばしていたじゃない。
後でヒンメルに怒られたんだよ。
こんなことをする必要ないでしょ。ヒンメルはもういないじゃない。
Oh.
そうか。
You pressed the Himmel switch. You shouldn't have done that.
あった。やっぱりお前たち魔族は化け物だ。
ではシュタルク様は。
ああ。
Time to step up, Stark.
俺は全力で土下座してフリーレンを連れ戻してくれ。
Oh, for God's sakes! God! Oh, you asshole! Oh, Stark, you son of... The moment I start believing in you, the moment that I start just like saying like, dude, you gotta step up, he's just like, nope, I'm just gonna bow down like a bitch.
Yeah, I thought he was about to say like, I'm gonna kill them.
確かにその方が現実的ですね。
Y'all should trust in what Frieren said, though.
こいつを見せれば衛兵は言うことを聞いてくれるってよ。
わかりまし
So
た。
that exact amulet was actually
that
on
was
one of
his
the suits of
ancestor.
armor, which was
His ancestor.
or his son.
Or, yeah, dude, that sucks.
俺はすぐ街を出る。
You dumb
どうした？
Come on!
腕、ひどい状態ですね。
フェルンだって。あ？これ誰の血だ？俺の血じゃない。
Bro.
Just realized it.
おい！どうしたんだ？
Don't.
シュタルク様、この力魔力が。
Oh no!
Shit!
Yep. Damn it.
信じられねえぜ。師匠の技だ。
Ow.
下手に動いたせいで急所を外してしまった。
よく喋りますね。とどめを刺さないんですか。
Yeah, he does like to talk.
殺し損ねたついでにいくつか聞きたいことがある。フリーレンはどこだ？
この町から逃げましたよ。
殺しは罪が重いらしい。
極刑です。
極刑。あの女がその程度のことで逃げるものか。何か狙いがあるはずだ。
Gotcha.
アウラ様か。
動かないでください。殺し損ねたというのは嘘ですよね。あなたは私にあの不意打ちの石返しがしたかったんです。プライドが高くて傲慢で、
Yep.
あなたの心臓を打ち抜けます。
やってみろ。その前にお前の首が飛ぶ。なんだこの反応速度は。なければ
I was gonna say, I think it's because she has better reflexes than Frieren.
It may even just be that like she's a sort of prodigy in terms of how she can use her mana. Frieren may be like a really seasoned and powerful caster, but Fern may have like a unique trait where her mana can just be instantly unleashed, essentially.
ましたね。やはり心臓が弱点ですか。
こいつなるほど。バルテーリ
向こうも始まったか。しかし残念だな。こっちはもう終わりだ。おや、
まだ終わってねえぜ。
しぶといね。少しは楽しめそうだ。
But
There you go.
oh,
私の間には比べるまでもないほどの差がある。早い。
yeah. Once again, like speed kills, man.
持ち込む麻薬切れのはずか。ダメだ。その前に決着がついてしまう。
A war of attrition, huh? Start, take the offensive, dude. Find an opening right there. Oh, damn it.
あの裁き、どういうことだ。
私は魔力を読み取るのが得意でさ。の魔力の流れを記憶して動きを模倣できるんだよね。こんな
It would be hard for anybody to fight her in that case. Or anybody that's not a spellcaster or anything.
Yeah.
見た時に確信した。私が昔記憶した最強の戦士と同じ動きをしている。
Oh, she was a child.
めちゃくちゃじゃねえか。こんなの勝てるはず。
Yes, you can.
ダリグナー様に怒られる。
Stark.
さてシュタルク、どんなにボロボロになっても倒れることだけは許さん。
そんなこと言った。
お前はまだ負けていない。立ち上がったからな。良い相手に勝つ秘訣を教えてやる。簡単だ。何度でも立ち上がって技を叩き込め。戦士ってのは最後まで立っていたやつが勝つんだ。
I mean, that's a good.
I mean, in this situation too, it's just like he needs to keep her busy
Yeah.
long enough for her to not interfere in
Yeah.
the other fight.
Let Fern do her thing.
At that point, I think Fern could probably beat her pretty easily because she's so fast.
Yeah.
寝てればよかったのに。もう負けたんだから。
俺はまだ立っている。
Easy, Alunnar.
それに思い出したんだ。師匠の技はもっと重かった。
大振り、防御もなし。血迷ったな。
Here's the thing.
風を重たくねえや。
There you go.
閃電撃。
Oh, hell yeah!
He got her. Bye, Lenny. Enjoy becoming a memory.
リーニしま
ゾル
Same
ド
for
ラ
you.
ーク。
Got distracted.
Ooh.
Hell yeah!
魔法。
Game over. Ah, it had to end right there, but hey.
Yeah, we don't get to see the conclusion to Frieren's fight until next episode, but I think we know how that's gonna go.
Yeah. But we did get to see Stark and Fern basically just lay the smack down on those two demons. finally, Stark standing up and realizing, yeah, this girl hits, but she doesn't hit that hard. I'm a slicer in half. and then Fur was just like, you know, I've shot him before. Wonder what'll happen if I shoot him just a little bit more to the left, and he's dead.
It was pretty much just the case of he got distracted. Like,
yeah,
he did that to himself by letting himself be distracted by the other demon girl dying.
Hate to say it, but that's often where like the most deaths come from in terms of battle. Distraction. Like, the art of distraction it's impeccable. For instance, you know, just like a little thing that gets flicked in the distance behind you and like draws an instant of your attention, it's over. It's done. And that's just how it goes, and that's why it's important to be focused on the situation at hand, especially in one-on-one combat.
It's like one of the things that's crazy to me is how the dudes in MMA can concentrate with the entire crowd yelling and screaming around them, and their coaches yelling stuff at them and stuff like that. You know?
You see, that's the weird thing, is there's certain circumstances where that is that doesn't happen. For instance, in terms of like a crowd yelling, that only happens with like crowds here in the West. Whenever the UFC went to Japan, the crowd was dead quiet. You could hear a pin drop throughout the entire arena. All you could hear were like the punches being thrown in the ring, and you heard the cornermen yelling at them. But then there's also certain circumstances where the cornermen yelling and stuff, it didn't matter because the fighter who was in the ring fighting, named Matt Hamill, by the way, was deaf. He was completely deaf. And he was a world-class MMA fighter. And the thing is, they had to sign to him in the corner, and like he would look over and they would like be doing signing in the corner to like tell him what to do. They would like they would actually do this. They would go like just basically just like they had like plans out and just like and then they would be like switch it up. And just,
that would suck because I feel like he would still have to be at a slight disadvantage to pay attention to that. You know?
Well, it's whenever he had a break. Because that's the thing. Whenever like he was on the ground and he like had his opponent like held down, he could look over at his corner and get some information. Or if there was enough distance to where he was out of danger, he would like look over at them, and he would always keep his opponent in his peripheral. So if his opponent decided to try and make a move, as soon as he like looked at his corner, he could like turn back and defend himself. But Matt Hamill did a lot, and the fact that he was deaf and made it to some of the highest levels of the UFC, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I've heard that similar thing about concert crowds in Japan. Apparently, like the crowds in Japan at concerts don't like yell and scream like whenever the bands and stuff come out like we do. They apparently get like really quiet in like a reverent type way, you know, to listen to what they have to say and what they're gonna play.
Yeah, this Matt retired in 2018. He was 42. He went out on a win too, so that's cool. Yeah, his UFC career started out really good in his UFC career. He lost a couple here and there, but he is the only man ever to defeat John Jones, albeit by disqualification.
How did that happen?
He was John Jones did illegal elbows on top of Matt Hamill, and is technically the only loss on John Jones's record. Although there should be at least 2, if not 3. Dominic Reyes won their fight, even though everyone in the world says, "Oh no, John clearly won that." No, he didn't, and you're an idiot if you think so. Anyway, so yeah, Frieren, for an episode called Aura the Guillotine.
She was only in it for like the first like 1/4.
Yeah, she was only in there for like the first quarter of the show, but oh well. Maybe in the next episode we'll see Aura get her comeuppance and just get absolutely just gobsmacked. We'll see.
I would say that will be the case.
I hope so.
Her plan to have the barrier in the town lowered is already... So.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like up in smoke ever since her compatriots or her underlings got killed.
Also, hopefully it doesn't require a priest to heal in this world. Hopefully Frieren can cast healing magic, because looks like Stark could use a bit at this point.
Stark, I think, will be alright. I think in terms of his like body, like in terms of toughness, I think he'll be all right. Stark's biggest thing is his confidence and his just like overall mindset when it comes to fighting. I guarantee if he would have took the offensive against her from the jump, he would have won like super easy, because she would have swung, it wouldn't have hit that hard, and he'd be like, "Oh, this girl doesn't do shit." Boom, and just like completely like drop the hammer on her. But I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I think that may do it. So if you all are interested in seeing more Frieren, feel free to stay tuned, because every Tuesday we put an episode on YouTube. But if you want to be ahead, you can check out our Patreon and get a week ahead. So guess that's gonna do it. So till next time, everyone. Signing off. I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Be good people. Take care. Peace.